So hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Okay. So in this video we'll talk about for in loop. Okay, for in loop. Okay. In the previous video we have discussed about for off loop. Okay. So there are three loops basically in JavaScript we are using related to for. Okay. So for simple for loop. Okay, and then for off, and third one is for in loop. Okay. So in for off loop we have iterated over the values like array, string, set, map, and we have already practiced that. Okay. In for loop, we can do like that same, but there is some difference. Okay. So we will show you with example. Okay. So basically, for loop we have used here for in loop object. Okay, and for of we had used iterable. Okay, so iterable means whatever the object which can iterate like array in JavaScript, array, state, map. Okay, so that we have used in the syntax. Okay, but here we have used uh, in loop. So array also there is object. Okay, everything in JavaScript like that might approx all the things is object. Okay, so array is also object. We are generating the instance new set, and then we are passing the parameter to set is also object. But what is difference between for off and for in? So we will discuss in the next video the difference between that, but let's discuss use case of for in, and if we have too much time then we'll discuss the difference between for off and for in. Okay, so let's go to the console. Means uh, JavaScript tool, okay, which we are using online editor. Okay, so here we can use for in. Okay, so let's remove this. Okay, and what is the syntax? We have used object. Okay, so you don't have, I think I haven't discussed in any video object, so we'll discuss. Okay, so let's understand a little bit about objects. Okay, object means contain the properties, and values means key and values. Okay, so like that we can discuss let uh, details my pet details. Okay, is equal to curly braces start, curly braces close. Okay, so name. Okay, so that way why we are passing string name key, and name as a key, and values means name as a key or as a property, and values ram lal ji. Okay, and age 22 years. Okay, and color brown, yeah, black, black. Okay, so what is the key properties? Name is the properties, and what is the value? Ramlalji. Age is the properties, and value is Ramlalji. Key is the color, and value is black. So you can say properties are key, and this is the value. Okay, so you can declare the objects like that. Okay, that is the simple object. Okay, and we have discussed that for of we can pass the array, set, map, string. Okay, so suppose we are using for of. First we are using for of for let uh, properties prop colon for of, no, of, and we are passing this values object. Okay, and consoles uns value console dot log. Okay, and prop. Okay. So what is the output? Can you see what is the output? My pet details is not iterable. Okay, you can see here. My pet details is not iterable. So that we will see in the previous video, we have used syntax uh, like variable f and here iterable. But in the for in we are using key in object. Okay, key in object. So here we are using for of loop, and we are providing object. Okay, so which object? That is the containing properties and values. So that is not iterable. Okay, so that this is saying my pet details is not iterable. So you cannot iterate that. Okay, using for of. So if you want to use to iterate for objects, okay, so you need to use for in loop, means this one. Okay, so here you can replace in of into in. Okay, and then you can see here what would be the value returning by pet details. So here prop first, that this will assign this value will assign internally here. Okay, and then it will return the property, means key. That key will be returning, not the value will return. Okay, only key. So here let's execute and then see what is returning. So you can see here what is the prop, what is the value storing by the prop, which is returning by the my pet details using for in loop. That is key. You can see name. Here is the name. Okay. And second one age. So here is the key age. And third one is the color. So that properties means that key is returning by my pet details. Okay, so but we want to also get the values. Okay, but in the for of we get the values directly. Okay, so so that here there is not value. Here is the combination key and value, so that we cannot use for of operator. Okay, we need to use for in loop. Okay, and so here you got the key. So if we got the key, we can get the values. How to get the values? This is the what is the this is the key. So prop is storing key. So get, so how to get my details dot uh, control C, control Z. Okay, and then here that is the key. Okay, let's combine the values. Okay, here array, here plus, and then here, sorry, what we are pasting here, by properties, and then prop. Okay, so you can get the values here. Let's run. So you can see here name is the key. Okay, properties means name is the key, and colon colon double colon, and whatever the value Ramlalji. So that is Ramlalji. Second one again iterate. So age value is 2. Second again iterate. Then color and value is black. So you can use to iterate object. Okay, if you want to iterate the object. Okay, so you need to use for in operator, for in loop. Okay, and if you want to use array, set, map, string, so you can use uh, for of operator. But for array is also instance, so you can use for in as well. So let's here discuss. So let's comment this. Okay, comment this, and let's declare let my array. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there is the 5 element, and then for in. Okay, and here remove this one. Okay, and my array here. So you can see output 1, 2, 3, 4, no problem, because you can iterate array as well. Okay, but if you want to use object, so for of cannot do. Okay, but for in can do. Okay, so that is the difference between for of can not iterate object. Okay, cannot iterate, but for in can iterate object and also can iterate array. New set you can see here, let set new set. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then paste here, remove this one. Okay, now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. You can what is that? So let's say set 1, 2, 3, 4. Variable set. Anything is missing. Okay, set cannot iterate, na. You are using na for in, so you need to use for of. Okay, so you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but array can iterate by for in. So that is the difference between. So if you want to use any iterable you can say iterable values like array, set, map, so you need to use for of. Okay, and if you want to iterate over object, so you need to use for in. Okay, so that is the details of for in and for of, and I will discuss more about this difference between for in and for of. Okay, in the next video. Okay, so that video is okay, that video is 13 minutes. Okay, no problem. So you can see that video and you can practice. Okay, and if you do have any confusion, okay, so you can add in the comment box. Okay, so and here what is the syntax, you can see, remove this one. What is the syntax for in? For colon variables, you can see here key, here key in, here object. What would be here object? Okay, and then statement, STATM statements. But for of contains here iterable, iterable, iterable. Okay, so you you need to understand here na object, whenever we want to iterate the objects. Okay, so we need to use foreign, and whatever if you are to iterable instance, so you need to use like array, uh, array or set, map. Okay, I have already discussed. Okay, so you can see here and you can remember objects and iterable. Okay, and whenever the need to iterate object, so we need to go for in object contains key and values, means property and value. Okay, and then iterable only contains values. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, so that's all. Might be that you can be confused, so I will discuss with more example in next video. Okay, more bullet points. We'll make more bullet points and more example, and then discuss difference between for in and for out. Okay, so thank you so much. Bye.